All right, I am live. Hope this works. Let's see, where is that fancy little thing? Oh, it's okay. All right, welcome one and all. Tuesday, Friday morning commute. This is your host. Ow! Hit my thumb on the steering wheel thing. Something like that. Anyway, this is your host, Rovan Doug. And let us start the Friday morning commute. So, welcome. This week has been a very fun and interesting week. So, let's see if I can kill that, so it's not as blinding. There we go. Anyways, I'm actually going to start over. Nice thing about these videos, I can crop them how I want them. So, welcome and good morning to the Friday morning commute. This is your host, Rovan Doug. And this week has sure been a week. So, about 2 weeks ago, I was approached by N64 Josh from the Loot Cast and the Loot Cave to star in a podcast series of his called the Loot Cast. And at first I was like, I can't, dude. I don't have the Xbox One. Because he's got another series where he actually will game with other Xbox One streamers, talk games, and record it that way. And so that's what I thought it was. I was like, no. This is a actual like Skype broadcast where you don't need a console, you just need Skype. I was like, oh, if that's the case, then I'm in 110%. Let's do this bad boy. So, I talked with my wife. I was like, okay, let's do it this day. He was like, okay, sounds great. Day of, he's like, oh, frick. So day of, he was like, I've got to cancel. I've got to reschedule. Like, okay, that's fine. That's understandable. So we reschedule it for a week after the original date. Well, a week later, he had something come up. He was going to be on Guardian Radio. He was actually asked to be on Guardian Radio. I was like, dude, that's sweet. Let's reschedule again. Let's do it for tomorrow night, which was Tuesday of this week. And we were like, okay, cool. Well, on Tuesday night, I almost thought we were going to have to reschedule again due to some strange goings on. But thankfully, everything got resolved and underway, and so he interviewed me. We had a blast. I'll include the link to the podcast in the description below if you encounter this on YouTube. If you're watching this live, check out my YouTube channel after the show, and probably within about 2 to 3 hours, depending on how my work schedule goes, this video should be on YouTube with the link to the podcast. Now, all that being said, let's get down to what the Friday morning commute is known for: Destiny news. So this week, we always start with Xur is in the lounge of the Tower Hangar. Gotta go get a drink and find him. For the Titans, he's selling the Immolation Fists, which look to be fairly decent set of gauntlets. You have the Don't Touch Me for the Hunters. Again, another set of gauntlets. And you also have the Claws of Ahamkara for Warlocks. Man, it seems like he's really all about the gauntlets this week. Now, the exotic engram for this week is the exotic body engram. So there's no weapon. Again, the last weapon we had, I believe, is the Zalo Supercell, which I was unable to get. It makes me sad, but it's his life. And then the legacy engram this week is for special weapons. And if you don't remember, legacy engrams are for year 1 exotics. They're heavily weighted to give you year 1s, and they will give you year 1s, and only year 1s weighted towards year 1s you don't have. So if you're trying to complete your year 1 collection, these are the way to go, but they're about 30 to 40 special coins a pop. So you better have a lot of special coins, which with the current economy is actually not that hard to do, thankfully enough. I'm just going to have to do this today. On to other news. This week we have Iron Banner with a special edition. It's Iron Banner Clash edition. So what that means is, man, that sun is just terrible. I guess that works right now. Which means it's 6v6 all kills, trying to get to 10,000 points just through kills and modifiers. And I've been watching some of it through some friends, other streamer friends playing, and it's pretty sweet. I've heard a few people say, I'm used to the more control style gameplay, but I appreciate, and this is me talking now, I appreciate Bungie doing a different game type. That way they can kind of get an idea of what their player base is interested in. Oh, that's why that broke. Go figure. My stand has decided to be stupid. Let's see. I'm trying to get rid of that sun glare because that's just terrible. Sun is in a really bad spot today, unfortunately. Here, let me do this. So, steering wheel edition. Anyway, so I really appreciate Iron Banner and what they're doing, trying to do with using different game types. It'll be interesting to see if they go back to kind of a strict control, which is kind of what I think Iron Banner has been known for and has come to be known as. It's the all gloves off, all restrictions removed, control knockdown. And it'd be really interesting if they, maybe swapped between 2 or 3 different modes in the game itself. So, in my mind, it's you have control, you have zone control, you have the rumble or clash. I always mix up the names of the 1v1 or the free-for-all or the 6v6. So I'm thinking of the 6v6, which is, I think, clash. Yeah, it's clash, not rumble. Today is Trials of Osiris. We'll know the map here in about 3.3 hours. 3 1/3 hours. I've heard a lot of people, the main PvP person I kind of have listened to be like, I'm not excited about Trials. And with the way that it's going, Trials is again going to be one of those where when it butts up against an Iron Banner weekend, I think Iron Banner is going to win out because Iron Banner has a better team gameplay potential because you have 6 people where Trials of Osiris is only a 3-man team. Let's see, what else? So we had our November update on Thursday, and it was kind of interesting because the November update actually introduced a few other bugs where you would have the incorrect modifiers shown on like Iron Banner gear. And so I managed to see this. Someone was playing, looked over something, and it said press right bumper, left bumper for quick lateral movements. And everyone was like, what? Until we realized that it was just glitching out. He had been on the Sparrows before, one of the Sparrows, went over to the Iron Banner. I believe it was the emblem, and it was like, oh, okay. It just glitched. The overlay glitched, or the interface. He's not using overlay, but no, that one was using overlay. That's the Bagginses Gaming, or Bagginses on Twitch. So many streamers that I'm getting to know. It's really awesome. That's one of the things I really am enjoying about the community. I've only really been, I would say, part of the social media in the community for 2 months, and already people like, hey, it's that Roven Kid. I'm like, what? Roven Kid? You know my name? You've heard of me? What is this shenanigans? I actually got mentioned in a tweet today, like, hey, is that you? I'm about to go reply and say, no, that's not me. My gamer tag is Halo's Ghost, yo. And PlayStation number 2. I'd probably be known more as Ghost if I had the Twitter, but, someone tweet locked it. Anyways. So, but the update was good. It brought back the quiver for Shadow Shot, so you can use 3 arrows instead of just the 1, which I was watching and enjoying. It did bring up the question in my mind, how does using 3 arrows change the mechanics of that subclass versus using 1? And, I don't know. It's intriguing. I need to level up my hunter, but my warlock is my love, and I need to get that warlock to closer to 300 before I work on my hunter, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm at 289, so I just need to start running the raids, getting the gears, killing the mans, all those fun shenanigans. It's gonna be good. Wow, it's been a week. It's been a good week. Funny story. A couple weeks ago, I came to work. I was out Thursday afternoon, and my wife wasn't feeling too hot. Well, I get to work on Friday, and I dress up. It's the Friday morning commute. I have a good time, formally. I get to work, and everyone's like, picture day. Oh wait, we're not having pictures because the photographer's kid is sick. I'm like, picture day? We were going to have picture day? They're like, yeah. We didn't tell you. We thought you knew. Especially because of how you were dressed. I'm like, no, I was not told at all. Thankfully, I dress up on Fridays. Oh, shenanigans. So, we'll see what else comes our way. And recently, as of this week, my friend Omicron08 and I are actually working on building Twitch chatbots. So, mine is very, very basic. His is a little bit more developed, but we'll see how expansive we can make them. I have really big plans to make it so mine will actually modify your Destiny character, and could be possibly used in other games with a web-based API. We'll just have to see how this goes. It's a complete experiment, work in progress. I'm going to have to connect the chatbot from an IRC client to the Bungie site and back. So we'll see how this goes. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Thanks for stopping by on the Friday morning commute. This is, again, your host, Roven Doug. Check me out on Twitter, @RovenDoug. You can also follow me on Periscope, @RovenDoug. Or you can also find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RovenDoug. And then check out my YouTube channel. Search for Roven Doug. And I'm the kid with the long hair, blue and green lights going up. A spectacular picture, if I do say so myself. Anyways, I will see y'all later, and have a great formal Friday. Suit up, Guardians. See you Starside.